prolifically and stealing the game from the Thunder to get this 2-1. You sound like you.
I'm a bet against it.
Digress.
I think it's over. I think it's over.
But you don't think it's a sweep over, do you?
I think it has potential to be.
Really?
I think we're watching one of the greatest defensive teams in the modern era. Like, and some of the numbers speak towards it. Like, if you think they already have the best total turnover margin in a single postseason in NBA history, and they're only getting better. I mean, what they do, they take one of your options away. So in Game 1, they took Anthony Edwards away. In Game 2, they took away Julius Randle.
That's why both guys have to be on in Game 3, otherwise they're going to have the same fate.
But so my question is, I agree with you. You are correct. And Stephen A., you have a point on this too. But the style in which they play offensively, I'm not sure is a style that beats the way this OKC team is defensively and the way they execute defensively, because they play iso ball. They play iso ball, and that's not the way you need to attack the OKC defensively with the way J-Dub plays and Lou Dort plays and having 2 7-footers in. I heard Isaiah Thomas talk about it last night. It reminds him of 80s basketball with the level of physicality, how they play gaps, and how they use their sides. Wings, 6'7", 6'6", long wingspan, 2 7-footers that are active on the perimeter. And then SGA, I just think is surgical. I think he's one of the best we're going to have to do it. So I think it's over.
Wow.
Stephen A.?
Let me say this. Yeah, let me say this. Jay, first order of business, I was watching Get Up earlier this morning, and I really appreciated the highlights of Duke winning the national championship. I love how you pointed out how you beat Gilbert Arenas and RJ for the national championship. Anytime RJ's losing, I'm happy. Anytime he's losing, I'm happy, because he swears he's Mr. Chippendale, the best dressed man on television. It's ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? Some of the stuff is ridiculous. But I'm glad you pointed that out after overcoming that 22-point deficit against Maryland. You're on the Mount Rushmore, Duke. I'm glad that everybody was reminded of that. Let me get to this and your point about Minnesota. I completely agree with you, Jay. I completely agree with you. Listen, I came into this series thinking it was going to be a 7-game series with Minnesota having a chance to win, although I conceded that OKC was the favorite. Here's my problem, Wilbon and Jay. Minnesota cannot shoot off the dribble outside of Ant-Man. That's not going to cut it against OKC. Naz Reid has been awful. Why? Because they've gotten up in his grill when he's set to shoot, although he's 6'10", and one would think he should be able to get a shot off, but he shoots from here. So because of that, you're right in front of the defender. It doesn't work that way. You need some space, and they're not giving it to him. So they get up on him, making him put the ball on the floor. When he puts the ball on the floor, it's problematic. Okay? Nickeil Alexander-Walker, same thing. Okay, you look at Jaden McDaniels, same thing. They're not shooters. They're talented players who can shoot. There's a difference. They're not marksmen. And so when you force them to put the ball on the floor and then they're going about the business of trying to create a shot for themselves, now you're playing into the hands of Oklahoma City, the best defense in basketball, because they're like a bunch of piranhas. Look at their defense every single time somebody puts the ball on the floor. There's a minimum of 6 hands around the ball. This is what they do. They're like piranhas. They're all over you. And if you're Minnesota, it's problematic. They're fronting Ant-Man in a sense where it always looks like there's a minimum of 2 or 3 guys around him. So they're forcing him to hit his perimeter shot. He isn't doing it with regularity. Dante DiVincenzo is a shooter, not a ball handler. Naz Reid can shoot the ball, not a ball handler. Jaden McDaniels is an elite defender who has talent but can't really put the ball on the floor and pull up and shoot. And don't get me started with what they've done to Rudy Gobert. Just bench him. Just bench him. The man that was playing exceptionally well against the Los Angeles Lakers, that made his presence felt against Golden State. I'm saying this man right here, I mean, he has nothing to offer OKC. They have played him out of this series. If you're Finch, just put him on the bench. He's totally useless in this series. I'm thinking, Wilbon, I've gotten to a point where listen, Ant-Man has to go berserk.
Let's do everything.
Otherwise,
everything.
I'm looking at Minnesota.
On this defense,
I'm looking at Minnesota. I got you. And that's why I'm looking at OKC sweeping the Minnesota Timberwolves. I will be happy. I will be happy if they win a game. This defense, I'm just talking about what we're seeing from this offense from Minnesota. They can't put the ball on the floor
Stephen
and
A.
hit perimeter shots
Okay,
off the
they
dribble.
can't put it on the
They
floor.
can't
Mike
do
Conley
it.
can and Ant-Man can, and they're going to need to. But they can play with more force. We've seen Julius Randle, and we know Ant-Man can get to the basket. I'm not going to sit here and say they have to win this game
hope you're
shooting
right.
three-pointers,
I hope you're
which
right.
they did a poor job of, obviously, in game one. So, but Stephen A., there's no way. I don't see a sweep yet. I'm not sure Oklahoma City, which is early in its own evolution as a young team moving toward a championship, is ready in the first place to sweep Minnesota. Minnesota being a step further, having gone to the Western Conference Finals a year ago. A lot is good. That's why I said ensemble effort for Minnesota in the same way. Conley's going to be critical in this. Ant-Man doesn't have to hit threes, but he has to create some space for the guys, Naz Reid, who can hit some threes. He and Julius Randle have to be a tandem and on together.
Well, it can't just be
Minnesota
where
gotta
they
get
score
one.
75 points.
Oh, my
It
Lord.
also-
How did I forget to bring up Julius Randle? Oh, Lord. I mean, 2 for 11, 6 points in game two. You know what
Bad game,
happened?
too? Yeah,
They
not a good
remembered.
game. Bad game.
Hold on. They remembered him when he was with the New York Knicks in the playoffs. Okay? You're going to challenge him when he tries to put the ball on the floor. Take away the left. If you take away the left, he's going to shoot the J, or no matter what he does, he can go 94 feet, the left side, the right side, the middle of the court. Ultimately, he's going left. Everybody knows that, especially OKC, and that's exactly how they played him last night. Minnesota's got a problem, y'all. They got a big-time problem.
All right,
I
last word here.
wanted to tell you, because I think it's a really big thing that a lot of people won't pay attention to. Everybody will put the pressure on Ant Edwards and Julius Randle. And also Ant Edwards not only to score, but also to be a facilitator, to get DiVincenzo, to get Naz Reid, to get other people going, right? Just know that mentally, the way Lou Dort and J-Dub are built, that they're going to put more pressure on themselves because they know that this has to be the game that can snatch the soul of Minnesota.
Absolutely.
Right? If they get a stop on Ant, they make him frustrated like
Then it is over.
it's over.
Thunder's
No, they
winning
play that
this
mental
series,
game
guys,
too now.
but Minnesota's going to get a game. Come on, let's wait until see they get on their home court. Coming
If
up,
they don't, though,
SGA.
Molly,
Thì vẫn là làm 4-1 như vậy nhé, cứ 4 mũi lẻ. Mình sẽ móc một mũi đôi. Đấy, móc xuống. Mọi người cứ luân phiên như thế này là được. Đấy, 4 mũi lẻ rồi. Một mũi đôi này. Tiếp nha. Mình móc tiếp những mũi còn lại vào. Mũi tiếp theo. Mũi nữa này. Đấy, mọi người cứ làm lần lượt cho mình. Mình tiếp tục mình móc xuống nữa nha. Đấy, móc xuống. Cứ lần lượt cho đến